All right, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am going to respond to literally the dumbest thing that I've heard in a while about boxing, which is that Gervonta Davis is forced to work with Turki Alashiek because I'll explain it to you. Absolutely amazing. And in the face of the information coming out that Top Rank is going to be working with the PBC. Let's talk about the absolute most ridiculous anti-Gervonta Davis, anti-PBC lie we have heard in a while. Let's do that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. And in this video, man, I'm going to do a video because one of my absolute best supporters, Phenomenal Show, sent me a video in which one of the most wild claims was made that I've heard in a while. It was ridiculous. And I told him if I watch this, it's going to irritate me, and I'm going to have to say something about it. So this video is a result of it. Now, before I get into the details, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button. And you know the drill. Thank you for supporting, and thank you to everybody for supporting in the Cash App. In the Cash App. Cash App is notated below, but people are supporting the super thanks. Thank you guys so much. Really, the channel needs your support. I'm not liquid like I need to be. Anyway, let's talk about this. So, Blue Blood Sports TV said something to the effect that, oh my God, news came out that Bob Arum was going to be working with the PBC, because that's what Bob Arum said. If you've not heard that news, it's out there. You can check out the videos I did. You can check out the videos Boxing Ego did. You can check out, the news is out there, right? That Gervonta Davis, that Bob Arum and Al Heyman are going to talk and try to do a bunch of events together, which would mean that Top Rank, right, would presumably fight on Amazon. Huge deal. Great for boxing, in my personal opinion. Somehow, according to some popular YouTuber named Blue Blood Sports TV, what that really means is that Bob Arum lost his contract with ESPN, so he's going to be out of ESPN in July. Turki Alashiek is going to pay Bob Arum money to keep Bob Arum afloat, so that when Bob Arum goes to do business with Al Heyman, then really Al Heyman and Bob Arum will really be working for Turki. So let me get this right. The news that when Bob Arum said, I'm going to be negotiating deals with the PBC, what that really means is that Al Heyman and Bob Arum are going to go to work for Turki Alashiek. That is what Blue Blood Sports TV said. I have to tell you, I think that's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard, and it defies logic. Bob Arum is not contracted with Turki Alashiek. Turki Alashiek, oh, I forgot one other part of this. Turki Alashiek owns the boxing portion of DAZN. Turki Alashiek owns the boxing portion of DAZN. So he has the budget of DAZN. So he's going to, out of the public investment fund in Saudi Arabia, he's going to, I suppose, move money from there $1 trillion, even though there's only 900 and something odd billion in there, but they're going to move $1 trillion just for boxing, more than the entire public investment fund. They're going to move that into DAZN. And then from that DAZN budget, they are then going to put on fights with Bob Arum and PBC on Amazon Prime. That is the level of logic that people throw at you in YouTube boxing. That is so convoluted and crazy that it defies any logic. How about this? How about Bob Arum his contract is up at ESPN. Bob Arum is not being terribly productive at ESPN. So he knows he's in danger of losing his contract. So what does Bob Arum do? Bob Arum looks at the market and says, what's the best move for my company? Obviously, we know what the market is. There's Turki Alashiek, who's going to pay your fighters a ton of money to do things that you don't want them to do. Take control of your fighter away from you. Take your control of the sanctioning bodies and your influence over the sanctioning bodies and get rid of them. But not just that. Turki Alashiek has announced that he is no longer going to be doing business with DAZN after 18 months. And that he is going to be going to Netflix to do work with Dana White. So, where is Bob Arum going to go? To Netflix with Dana White and TKO? Bob Arum and them hate each other. Bob Arum and Dana White hate each other. Talk bad about each other all the time. Where else is he going to go? Is he going to pick up his company and go over to the UK and break into the UK? No, of course he's not. What's he going to do? He's a promoter. He's got the PBC right there. PBC has the biggest, they have a huge contract with Amazon. They say, hey man, peanut butter chocolate makes Reese's cups. You know what I mean? Cookies and milk. Two things go together. Ebony and ivory. Hey, make a beautiful song together. You know what I'm saying? Ebony and ivory. You know what I mean? Make for perfect harmony. They say, hey, we used to be in competition with these guys, but look, we could use them, and I think they could use us. We've got a lot of young talent. We've got a great matchmaking. We've got a really great brand. They've got a huge network contract. They have a platform that's open to work with all the promoters. We've already made a bunch of money together. How about I go do that? Right? Isn't that the more logical reason why Bob Arum would make that decision? But instead of that, what's really happening, according to Blue Blood, and I suppose Claymore Rain, and I suppose a bug-eyed dude or anybody else who would listen to this concocted nonsense, what they believe is, no, Turkey's really pulling $1 trillion out of the public investment fund of Saudi Arabia, the entire fund, just taking the whole thing, moving it over to DAZN that he owns all of a sudden, even though, let me tell you, little pause into reality, Turki Alashiek does not own DAZN. Boxing, no, he does not. That's just not true. But there's an organization called Matchroom USA. In Matchroom USA, DAZN owns 50% of Matchroom USA. So Matchroom Boxing in the United States, or DAZN Boxing, what they're doing in the United States is a joint venture between DAZN and Matchroom in the UK. So unless Turkey outright bought DAZN or outright bought Matchroom, what that man said about that, Blue Blood said about that, is flat out not true. And he pulled out of who knows where he pulled it out of. Right? So anyway, that's what it really is. It's really Turkey is taking over Amazon Boxing. That Turkey is going to pay for all the boxing on Amazon Prime. Right? Because he took the $1 trillion and he's making Gervonta and Bob and Al work together all on Amazon under the budget that he's giving to pay. So it means he's paying for Amazon. Are you telling me that Turki Alashiek just bought out Jeff Bezos? It's just so crazy, man. The things that people will say to tear down the PBC and make it look like they're losing. They will say anything to make it look like the PBC are losing. It's absolutely stupid. It's absolutely ridiculous. And yes, phenomenal show. It irritated me, so I had to do the video. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment sections, which more than likely I will not read. I can't lie. A lot of times I won't. You be better to contact me in the DMs on Twitter or in the DMs on Instagram. If you really want to talk to me, I just really get to see a couple of them on YouTube. And plus, there's so many YouTube bots that leave so many negative comments. Just, you'll get a bunch of thumbs up and a bunch of, positive reactions from people when you talk to them on live streams. But then there'll be people in your comment section just filling it up with stuff just to try to make it look bad. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.